guys, welcome back to Jamie's Budget. Today I'm going to be teaching you how to make clear cash envelopes. And right here I'm going to be using my Recollections paper trimmer to measure and trim the paper. And first we're going to start off by measuring 3 inches in width. And then we're going to go ahead and trim the 3 inches. Make sure it's all aligned there. If you don't have a paper trimmer, you can also use a ruler and scissors. And then we're gonna try to measure the length and make sure that we do 6.5 inches. That's a comfortable size for bills. So 6.5 inches, and then you're gonna go ahead and trim the edge as well. Once you trim the edge, you're gonna wanna flip them, the pieces inside out. So you wanna make sure that the shiny part is inside, facing each other. So that's the shiny part. Then you're gonna flip it to the matte side, and then the matte side should be facing out on both ends. And then you just align them, make sure that they're both measuring the same and that there's like no cuts that might be off. Okay, and then I'm going to be adding a sticker to it. I had a friend of mine that prints out stickers, print these out for me. You can probably get them off an Etsy shop, or you can maybe even make them yourself. And basically I'm going to go ahead and place this sticker on the front part of my envelope, what I want to be the front part of my envelope. It's a little tricky with these stickers. They're a little hard to take off, but they look so cute afterwards, so it's worth it. Just to let you guys know, I am having a giveaway. I made a previous video on it. I will link it down below. It will be open until April 30th. And it is a small giveaway, but I hope it does help somebody out there. That's the purpose of my giveaway. It's going to be a $20 giveaway, and then the second giveaway is going to be a set of cash envelopes. But I'll let you watch the video so you can get more details on that. So right here I'm just finishing up the sticker. When you're placing the stickers, you want to make sure that the sticker doesn't have any bubbles or lint, because it can cause the bubbles can cause the envelope not to seal correctly once it's inside the laminating sheet. So that's what I'm doing. I know you can see a lot of fingerprints on there, but they'll come off once it's laminated. You won't even be able to see those fingerprints. Now I'm just aligning them, and I'm going to go ahead and put them inside this laminating sheet that I have. And since these are my cash envelopes, I'm not going to leave any space down below for holes, because I carry these on me all the time. And for my sinking funds, that's where I usually punch the 6 hole punches on the bottom. But here I'm just aligning it, making sure that it's all centered. And like I said, I'm not leaving any space in the bottom, but you can if you want to make hole punches on it. And then I'm also going to be adding this beauty envelope on there as well. And I just want to make sure that there's like no lint on there, because it catches lint really quick. And I'm going to go ahead and put it in there and laminate them both together. I was having a little bit of trouble with the beauty one because it kept catching little lints. So that's why it took me a little bit longer, but there it is. I'm just aligning them both. And you want to also make sure that the back side of the envelope is aligned, so you won't get any like weird lines on the envelope once you laminate it. And again, I'm just brushing out any bubbles, any lints that are in there, making sure that everything is in place. And you want to make sure you do this even with the regular cash envelopes with paper. You don't want to catch any little bubbles on there. So there it is. There I have my 2 cash envelopes that I'm going to laminate. And again, you see all these fingerprints, but once you laminate it, should be good. And I have this Scotch laminator, which is really awesome. I really like it. It's very sleek and compact for my workspace, but at the same time, it does the job very nicely. I like to run my laminating sheets twice through the laminator, but that's just my personal preference. And again, one last time, I'm just checking to make sure that there's no bubbles or no lints on there. And I always feed it bottom side first, because if you notice, the bottom side of the laminating sheet is already placed together. It's like glued together. So in case there's any bubbles, they flow upwards, so they should be going up, and so basically what happens is it gets rid of those little bubbles. That's why I do it that way. And there you go, it's coming out, and as you can see, it looks really clear and cute. And I love that the sticker is iridescent, so it kind of like shines a different color. They're so cute. And once it comes out of the laminator, I go ahead and trim them first, and then I run them through a second time through the laminator. And there it is. So I just make sure that everything's good, and then I'll go ahead and trim them again with my Recollections paper trimmer. I'll link it down below. I got it at Michael's. They always have really good sales. They have things 40% off, 50% off. And here I'm just aligning it to the top where I'm gonna make the opening for the envelope. So I just cut it, and then I'm gonna go ahead and cut the other envelope at its crease as well at the top where the opening is gonna be for the envelope. And when you have these in front of you, you'll be actually able to see the little crease I'm talking about on top of the envelope. So there it is. And then I just make sure that I cut it correctly, and I'll go ahead and trim the sides as well. And the sides, it's your personal preference how much space you want to leave there on the side. I don't leave too much space. And then I just open it just to make sure that it's able to be opened. And I'll go ahead and run it one more time through the laminator. Like I said, this is just a personal preference. You don't have to, but I like to do it. It makes me feel like it's really sealing things in there, so that's the reason I do it, but you don't have to. And here I am trimming the last envelope. And like I said, you can trim it to your favor, to your personal liking, however you want to have it. These are super simple and easy to make and quick, and this is just if you have these things at home and you want to budget, you don't have to spend money on envelopes, you can make them yourself. And there I'm running the next one through, and as you can see, it's really clear, really cute. And then I'm gonna show you how the money fits in there really nicely. So $5 bill, as you can see, and it's gonna fit in perfectly, lengthwise and width as well. There's nothing coming out of it, and the back is clear, so it looks really nice, and you can see how much money you have in there. There, I just make sure that they open. I check them every time just to make sure that the top is cut enough to open. And there I am going to show you again another bill inside the beauty one. And there you have it, guys. You have your clear cash envelopes, your clear sinking fund envelopes, whatever you want to make them for. They're super cute and simple to make. It took me maybe like 10 minutes to make them, and you can make these at home. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you all in my next video.